Is working out super tiring, frustrating, and pointless? You might hold the cadence for 2 weeks, but then quickly give up. I think we have all heard the advice, you are just not pushing through enough, it takes 21 days to build a habit, or you just haven't found the right sport yet. Keep trying. So some of us do that extra push. It's been a month now, maybe even more, and you are still wondering, how on earth do people get addicted to this? What is this endorphin rush that makes people come back for more? You start to ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Am I just lazy? If you recognize yourself in that, it was me for my entire life. You are not alone and you are not lazy. Let's start from the beginning. For a long time, I knew that my ferritin was the reason why I was constantly tired, but I never connected it to the reason why I couldn't stick to a workout or find any joy in it. I simply thought I hadn't found the right sport yet and that it was a motivation problem. And I got away with it for a long time. I looked naturally fit, but it was completely effortless. I wasn't doing anything for it. Running to catch a bus was really not for me. I'd rather just be late. Yeah, it's fine. Then 2020 hit. Like many of us, I adopted a very sedentary lifestyle and put on weight for the first time in my life. But even with that weight gain, which could have been a motivation for me to start moving, it's only today, now that I've made my ferritin my priority, watched it grow from 5 to 51, that I'm exercising almost every single day, that I finally came across a medical term that explained my entire life. No, maybe not, but explained a lot. Exercise intolerance. In this video, I will explain what it is, how it affects iron absorption, how I dealt with it, and the exact steps that got me to proudly say today, I cannot wait for my next workout. Disclaimer though, I am not a medical professional, okay? So please check with your doctor. I'm just a random person on YouTube with real blood tests and a lot of determination. I really want to find out what my body can do if I provide it with what it needs to thrive. That's it. Let's get into it. Exercise intolerance is a reduced ability to perform physical activities in an expected level for your age and fitness. It involves severe fatigue, shortness of breath, and pain during exertion that doesn't improve with training. Let me repeat, that doesn't improve with training. You got it? And this is exactly what differentiates you from someone who's just physically tired. A person who can usually still find some strength to push through a workout and enjoy the benefits of it. But with exercise intolerance, you kind of can't. The causes are multiple. Could be because of obesity, aging, heart failure, asthma, and many others. But also iron deficiency, so also anemia. Listen, when you are low in iron, your body is already in survival mode, producing hemoglobin transporting oxygen to your vital organs in priority. The rest, like your muscles, are literally not getting enough oxygen to function, leading to physical and mental exhaustion. That's why exercising feels terrible. That's why you can't recover as fast as the others. And that's also why, of course, the endorphins never come. The hepcidin trap. This part is actually very interesting. I swear, it's not going to be very long and not too technical. But hepcidin is your iron traffic controller. It manages how much iron is released into your bloodstream. So normally, when your iron is low, your body shuts down hepcidin production. This opens up the gates, allowing you to rapidly absorb iron from food and use it for hemoglobin synthesis to transport oxygen to your organs. But here's the trap. Research shows that when you do intense exercise, it triggers inflammation, and in response, your body spikes your hepcidin levels 3 to 6 hours after your workout. That means 3 hours after you finish exercising, your traffic controller closes the gates and your body is temporarily blocked from absorbing iron. This means if you take your iron supplement or eat a very nutritious iron-rich meal during that 3 to 6 hour post-workout window, you are essentially wasting your pill, maybe not 1%, but you are definitely missing an opportunity to absorb the most from a meal or a supplement. Of course, there are ways around this. For example, you can take the pill in the morning and work out in the evening, or you can take the pill around working out 30 minutes minutes before or 30 minutes after, allowing digestion to take place before hepcidin spike actually happens. And there is a third option, that's the one I chose, and I will share with you in just a moment. But before I do, I just hope that now you understand that exercising while you are iron deficient can actually work against you if you don't time things properly, and that you can easily end up trapped in a kind of vicious cycle, making it more difficult to recover from iron deficiency. Fix first, move second. I truly believe that when you listen to your body, you usually know exactly what to do, but how easy that is depends entirely on where you are starting from. If you remember adult life before iron deficiency, the signal might be clear, something changed and you can feel it. You have a healthy baseline to compare against. But if, like me, you have never experienced adult life without low iron, maybe you've been constantly switching between being anemic and iron deficient, you have no comparison point really. You slowly get used to the symptoms until you eventually, in the worst case scenario, reach rock bottom, and that was me. By the time my ferritin hit 5, I couldn't function. I had severe brain fog, heart palpitations. It was a very scary time. I couldn't hold a deep conversation or stay engaged in a work meeting. I wasn't even asking myself the question on whether I should exercise or not. That was completely out of the question. I only had enough energy to figure out my health. That's it. So whether you are at rock bottom right now, or you still have just enough energy to drag yourself to work out, but you struggle performing, recovering, and never feel that post-workout high, the answer is exactly the same. That's my opinion. I think it's completely okay to not exercise right now. And that's the third option. For those of you who are forcing yourself to exercise right now while being low in iron, I think it's okay to stop. And for those who physically cannot even start, I think it's okay to let go of the guilt. It's not laziness. In fact, I think you are very brave. It's just giving your survival mode body the time and the fuel it needs to recover so you can jump higher later. And as a bonus, by resting, you bypass the hepcidin trap altogether. Your body can focus entirely on absorbing iron and rebuilding its stores to a healthier level. Win-win. Start small. So this is what I did. I didn't exercise at all for months. I just stayed consistent with my iron and vitamin D supplements. If you know me, I used to be an all or nothing girl. So doing nothing but taking my pills every single day was all I could do anyway. So with my low energy, I had no choice but start small. It was very beneficial for me because magically, of course there is no magic in this, but I was starting to feel much better. Surprisingly, this was about a month and a half before my blood test revealed that my ferritin had jumped to 51 and my vitamin D to 35.3. And I want to be completely fair with you now, I think you got it. But I was not only fixing my ferritin, I was also trying to fix my vitamin D. It was another deficiency I had. I think both contributed massively to my overall health. While iron was fixing my oxygen delivery, the vitamin D was stepping in to help my mood, my baseline energy, and my actual muscle health. I then started very small, walking 10,000 steps a day. I tried those home fitness videos on YouTube, but this was too much for me. But walking, I could do that. This is something I could stick to. And it was spring, the weather was nice, and Berlin is a city known to be very flat. And I was just discovering new neighborhoods. I walked everywhere. I had fun putting together my little itinerary. English is hard. Itinerary. I don't know if you said like this. I had fun putting together my little itinerary the day before. And sometimes I was also setting up coffee meetup with friends on the other side of the city on purpose. I was walking 1 hour to 1 hour back just for a coffee. That was my workout. And I continued walking the entire summer and autumn as well. By the way, let me know in the comments below, where do you live? And is your city as flat as Berlin, or are you dealing with hills? I'm interested. I am. But if walking is not for you or too time consuming, because 10,000 steps a day it's a lot, you can also try other low intensity workouts like restorative yoga, using light weights but with more repetitions, or light calisthenics. Just follow whatever your doctor says and of course listen to your body. Build up Then winter came in Germany. It was suddenly very cold and dark, and I was not feeling that comfortable or even safe to leave my apartment that early in the morning to walk. So I needed to be a bit more creative, and I'm actually very proud of myself because my old self would have probably given up. But this time around, I came up with an idea. Why not jumping rope? It's something that I had tried before when I was anemic, and of course, for the reasons I explained, I gave up very quickly. But I like the idea that it's something I could do right at home. So I started exactly in December of last year, and I haven't stopped since. At first, I jumped every single day, and on top of that, I added Pilates later. Today, my routine has evolved. Now I am jumping every other day. On the days I'm not jumping, I'm doing some type of strength training, gym machines, Pilates, or power ballet. I take just one day off on Sunday to completely rest. So basically, I'm moving almost every single day now. I found a new rhythm that works for me. I just wanted to share this to show you how I started and how I adjusted and where I am at now. And looking back, I really deeply believe that fixing my ferritin and my vitamin D was the missing puzzle piece I needed to finally exercise and actually experience its benefits. The benefits. So first, losing fat and building muscles, so that's pretty cool. But more than that, when I was anemic, I went on vacation to Madeira Island, which is a very hilly island. And back then, I remember that I had to think not twice, I had to think maybe 10 times before going downhill because I was always mentally calculating the exhausting, breathless struggle of trying to climb back up, It was that bad. But when I went back recently, with my iron and my vitamin D improved, I didn't think about it once. I just embraced the challenge. I was a different person. It was so obvious. Secondly, exercising gave me massive improvement in other areas of my life. Let me explain. A challenging skipping rope session when you're not anemic or low iron anymore leaves you feeling more motivated than anything else because it allows you to see tangible progress in a short amount of time. 2 weeks ago, you couldn't do a 30-minute session without being completely short of breath after just 2 minutes. But today you can do that exact same 30 minutes with a smile on your face. I love seeing this direct progress. I used to be a quitter. Oh yes. Every time I had an obstacle, I would easily give up. But seeing myself progress in sports proves me that I can keep pushing in other areas of my life that feel just as challenging. And it's been 7 months now that I'm exercising on a regular basis. And I think just for that, I deserve a thumbs up. I think you can hit the like button on this video for this milestone. Because this is almost a miracle, guys. So if you're struggling to exercise right now and you are anemic or iron deficient or suspect it might be the case, I really hope this video makes you feel less alone and inspired. 3 things before you go. 1, get your full blood panel done. If you haven't already, that's your baseline. And for me, iron wasn't the whole picture. Vitamin D mattered too. 2, keep a health journal. I use an application called Day One. It's free, and looking back at my notes, I can see how far I've come, and also it's what allowed me to put together this video. And most importantly, stop calling yourself lazy. Take it one priority at a time. I never thought that I would say this, but exercising has become a need now, but I'm not done. I'm very much in my health improvement journey still. My diet still needs work. I have a real sugar problem I'm tackling right now. I will be also getting new labs soon because the ones I shared are pretty old. I want to keep pushing toward ferritin 100. So if you want to follow that journey and want to be part of a community of people who are curious about what their body can do when given what it needs, you should subscribe and let's grow together. And don't forget, I already made a full video breaking down exactly how I increased my ferritin from 5 to 51, all the supplements I tried, what worked, what didn't, all the drama with the doctors. So go check it out next. In the meantime, bisous bisous, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!